why the meeting for us is so important is that we mainly work with agriculture companies in the palm oil sector, and then we often look at legal issues, work with communities, we look at agriculture, but this meeting allows us to look specifically at the water-related issues. And then when you take out these water-related issues, you see all at once that there is this water supply chain that is extremely important to the company, and then you also realize that better water management, you would not only do that for communities, you would not only do that because you feel responsible for the environment around you, but you realize that better water management reduces your costs and increases your income. And it makes perfect sense from the business point of view. But the fact is that if you don't look at water separately, you miss that point. You tend to miss that point because you look at all these other issues about your agricultural practices, about your milling rate in the factory, about transport. So what helps us a lot is to see that water, if you look at water in your production system, all at once becomes very visible as a main factor. And that is where this helps us, and also to learn from those who are more advanced. We've been hearing from Multi-Bintang here, examples from China, from Australia, that we can learn from. Well, what I see is that for us it's most important to understand how the water is being used by us, and then after being used goes back into the environment. So to what is called the water balance, to get a much clearer view on that. Thereafter, it's clear to us that we must have a very intensive relationship with the communities, with local government, with the NGOs, and in Ketapang, where we do most of our work, in a way we are lucky that local government is very committed. We have an agreement also on water management for the Pawan watershed, the main river in Ketapang. We work intensively with Bapeda, who are very supportive. And interestingly, when we organize meetings, ministries from Jakarta are very keen to come in, because for them it's important to come to venues where government is present, local government, where companies are present but also are feeling free to speak out, and the same for NGOs. So what happens is that in those meetings all these partners are very constructive, because it's not about NGOs telling companies what to do or the other way around. It is people from local government, from communities, NGOs, companies sitting together. And that also means that for the national ministries it becomes highly attractive to be there, because all at once they can link to their local representatives at local government. They can talk with the companies, they can hear the voice of communities, and they can talk with NGOs. So putting in place those kind of organizations where everybody in a platform can come together is extremely important. But I do admit we have been lucky in finding a district where we get this support, not only from the Bupati but also from all the district level services. Otherwise, I would say that is really the model to go for.